They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jessup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jessup.
An exceptional car buying experience is closer than you think. Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear has the best prices, service, and selection. Why go anywhere else? At Mike Birch, you don't have to haggle, and you'll get top dollar for your trade. Our finance team's ready to help, even when others can't. No matter where you are, buying a new car has never been easier than at Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear and at MikeBirchFord.com. Right on the corner, right on the price. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch.
And good morning to you. You're listening to the Big Dog, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Here's a Friday morning, 12th day of January. Butch Hubbard here with you on the Big Dog, along with Bob Morgan. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by Jessup Premium Stores, located out here on the Waycross Highway, also by Republic Services and by Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jessup. Well, we're going to talk to Brian Mansfield this morning, rec director in Odom, Georgia. How are things in Odom?
Doing great. We're staying busy, getting ready for a lot of events coming up in Odom here at the City Gym in the next few weeks. The first one being tomorrow night. We got professional wrestling coming back with the APW group that was with us back in November, and looking forward to a great show.
All right, tell us a little about who's going to be on the card. What's going on?
Well, the show's going the doors are going to open at 6:15. There's going to be an Emerald match, which is a warm-up match at 6:30, and then the bell time's at 7. The admission price is $10 for adults, and that includes ringside seats. It's all general admission. And students K through 12 is going to be $5.
Okay.
High school students must show ID, because some of the high school students, you don't know if they're adult or if they're in high school. So they must show an ID. And just going to be a good night of entertainment. A lot of extreme wrestling. A lot of great performers are going to be there. The main event is going to feature Big Country, Clay Teston, and Bubba Manson versus Captain Canada and Rowe in a flag match for the Team Canada versus Team USA. The trifurcated title is going to be on the line with Young DC versus Nazareth. Also, Voodoo Jack's going to take on Rowe in a global championship match. Also, the other stars of the wrestling is going to be there as well. This is a very, very organized wrestling organization. Matter of fact, the gentleman that runs it used to work for WWE as a creative writer. So it's very professionally ran, and we're always glad to have them. They do a great job. We're looking forward to the event. And just having them back. I tell you, last time we had around probably about 150 people there, and the crowd was hot. I mean, it was loud, and that's what we like. The louder the crowd is, the more the wrestlers get into it, the more they're going to put on a better show for you. And we just hope it grows this time and put on a great community event tomorrow night in Odom.
Okay, what time does it start?
It starts, but doors open at 6:15. Bell time is at 7, but they do have a warm-up match at 6:30 to kind of get the crowd warmed up, and then at 7 the show kind of gets rolling. But none of this would be possible without our sponsors. Tim's Home Medical is our main sponsor. Our other sponsors are Sybil's Family Restaurant, Service Now Heating and Air. Also, Smoking Glass Window Tinting, Boykin Erectors. Also, we got Odom Blue Jay and Odom. So we appreciate all our sponsors, because without them, this wouldn't be possible. And also the Quality Inn out in Jessup, they gave us some great deals on hotel rooms for the wrestlers. So it's going to be a great night. We hope everybody will come out and join us. Again, it's $10 for adults, and students K through 12 is $5, and high school students must show ID at the door. And tickets are sold at the door. No pre-sale tickets. Everything's sold at the door. Concessions will be available. We got pizza and snacks and everything, so come hungry. and come out for a great night of family entertainment. And I tell you, there's going to be a lot of surprises along the way during the show. A lot of people's going to be kind of shocked at some of the things, and we also got a special guest going to be with us. Cutter from 106.1 Rock of Savannah is going to be with us, so that's going to be entertaining. So it's going to be a great night, and we're looking forward to it.
So that's tomorrow night at the City Gym in Odom. They're on Church Street.
Yeah.
Doors open once again
at 6:15.
Warm-up match before that. The big matches begin at 7 o'clock. And how much are the tickets once again?
Adults are $10, and the students K through 12 are $5, and then kids 4 and under are free.
Okay, now lots of entertainment tomorrow night in the city of Odom. Big wrestling matches going on, some other entertainment, some surprises. So that's tomorrow night at the gym there at the city of Odom. Would it be safe to bring my 3-year-old daughter, and it's free for a 3-year-old?
That's correct.
And would it be safe to bring your 3-year-old?
Yes, it'll be safe. It's family entertainment. It is a little, when I say extreme, they do moves, and they liable to use chairs or something, but there's no blood or nothing like that going to happen. If it does happen, it's on accident.
Mm-hmm.
But it is an extreme event. But you could bring your 1-year-old. It's for everybody.
Okay, just good family entertainment.
Just good family entertainment, and everybody's going to have a lot of fun, and even. I'll actually be in a match myself.
Oh, boy!
I'm in the flag match with Big Country. So
do you have a ring name?
Yeah, they gave me the ring name of Bubba Manson.
Bubba Manson.
Yeah, because as you see, I got the country accent, so that's kind of it kind of stuck with me, and I've been going up to Statesboro, and we've been building the program, and I tell you what, we're looking forward to taking on Captain Canada and Roe. They've been running their mouths a lot, and the last show in Odom, they kind of degraded the USA flag, and they degraded Odom and Wayne County, so we're going to take care of business tomorrow night.
All right, well, Captain Canada apparently is listening. And he just texted in. Remember, folks, you can always text in questions or comments at 912-427-3711. You can text in questions or comments during the world-famous Butch and Bob show. We can't answer the phone in the mornings because we're all busy doing stuff. Our phone hours are from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. But you can text in at 912-427-3711 anytime in the mornings or anytime during the day. I'm not going to try to do a wrestling voice here. I'm not going to go overboard, like a Hulk Hogan or someone like that. I'm just going to read what Captain Canada.
I'm interested in what he has to say.
Here's what Captain Canada texted into us and wanted all the folks here in the Wayne County area to know about Captain Canada. This is Captain Canada. Now, whoever is reading this, you're welcome in advance and for the privilege to let your audience hear my words. But unlike selfish and crooked Americans, we Canadians are for all people. Okay? Now that I hail from the most beautiful place on the planet, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and unfortunately tomorrow night at the Odom City Gym and the community, I have been scheduled by the APW to make our way to your tornado bait town of Odom. The tornado bait town of Odom. And when we get there, my partner, the Magic Man, Roe, and I, with the beautiful Charlie Chase in our corner, are scheduled to wrestle in a flag match. Well, let me be clear. We will not only whip that clodhopper and native son of Jessup, Big Country, and his partner Bubba Brian Mansfield's carcasses all over the ring, but we will introduce all the fat back eating pad dwellers in attendance. Not the truth, the panel pad dwellers and the truth. attendance in the troop. Justice and the Canadian way, and then clean out boots with your China-made USA flag. You see that pencil neck geek nut. You see that pencil neck geek nut. So you got Captain Canada kind of putting down us folks here in South Georgia and saying they're going to come in and whip up on you, Brian, or Bubba Mason.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've been going up to Statesboro to their shows, and they've pretty much learned I'm not afraid of them, and I'm ready for them, and Big Country's ready for them, and like I keep telling them, the USA flag's going to fly high tomorrow night in Odom, Georgia, because if we have to, we'll take it out on North Church Street, and it's going to be extreme, and it's going to be a lot of fun, but our main thing is put it in. They got a group called the Community, and they've got Roe and Captain Canada and Young DC, who looks like Urkel. Roe looks like Caitlyn Jenner, and they got Adonis. I don't even know what he looks like, and then they got their two valets, Lynn Marsh and Charlie Chase, and
valets, what's a valet?
They got their women with them.
Oh,
and
okay.
They still hadn't figured out what Lynn is, but
okay.
We're going to take care of business tomorrow night, but it's just not us. Everybody's going to put an end to the community tomorrow night.
That's some colorful words right here that the Captain Canada put in. What he said was, let me be clear, we will not only whip that clodhopper and native son of Jessup, Big Country, and his partner Bubba Brian Mansfield carcasses all over the ring, but we will introduce all that fat back eating and panel pad dwellers in attendance about truth, justice, and the Canadian way, and then clean out your boots with your China-made USA flag. You see that pencil neck Gino. That must be some Canadian words there.
Yeah, he's an idiot. He don't know what he's talking about. And the people tomorrow night will find out that real quick when we take them down.
So the gauntlet's been thrown down, Brian.
That's right.
He has thrown the gauntlet down. He not only is insulting you, but he's getting down on us panel-dwelling, fat-back-eating folks here in southeast Georgia.
Well, the panel was thrown down at the last show when he degraded Odom and Wayne County and the American flag, and ever since then we've had it out for him. So it all started with, supposedly I helped Big Country win the trifecta championship at the last show by punching Captain Canada. So this kind of led to this whole debacle. So we're going to put an end to it tomorrow night.
Okay, let's see what happens tomorrow night. Canada versus the USA, and sort of, and in a big. I guess this is the main attraction.
This is going to be the main event.
The main event tomorrow night.
And we also going to have a guest bell ringer throughout the night, and we're going to pick that from the crowd. So.
Okay, all this going on in the city of Odom at the Odom City Gym tomorrow night. Doors open up at 6:15. And there'll be a kind of a warm-up match, but the main matches begin at 7 o'clock. All kinds of concessions, $10 for adults. You said $6 for students?
$5.
$5 for students, $5 for students, and 4 and under are free.
Yeah.
So, Brian, good luck tomorrow night.
Appreciate it.
Good luck in the ring, and take down Canada. Throw this Captain Canada on the fastest train back to Montreal, Quebec, okay?
We are.
In bandages, all right?
That's right. We're going to take care of business. Big Country and I, we're going to take care of business. And for the ones that's never came out and watched Big Country, who is clay testing, come out and watch him. He's got a lot of talent, and all these guys have got talent. This isn't your just everyday independent wrestling organization. These are some very talented guys, and they're very professional at what they do. So come out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, the doors open at 6:15. The Emerald match, which is a warm-up match, will start around 6:30, and then the main attraction, the bell time, start at 7. Full concession stands, adults $10 to get in,
How many
And,
matches will they be?
Round six.
Round six, different matches
and
before
different matches.
you are the last match.
And maybe a few surprise matches in there. You never know what's going to happen at a wrestling event.
All right. Well, good. Well, we'll look forward to it tomorrow night there in the city of Odom.
And then I think I'll be back on next week. We got the circus next week coming to the gym in Odom. So.
Okay, we'll be back with you next week to talk about the circus then.
That's right. We're going to go from wrestling to circus.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good.
All
Okay,
right.
Brian, have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, we've got more guests in the green room. We're going in exactly the opposite direction. What'd you say? All said bye. Okay, we're going in exactly the opposite direction from big men in a wrestling ring getting it on to some beauty queens coming in. They're up next here on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup. Jessup Premium Storage, 1455 South 1st Street is Jessup's best place to store your valuables. Whether it's furniture between moves or just a place for the overload, call Jessup Premium Storage at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jessup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jessup.
All right, 17 minutes after 8 o'clock, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country. And Bob, we go from wrestling to pageant queens.
There you go. Crystal's in with the winner.
Crystal, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, let me get your mic on. Say good morning.
Good morning.
All right, tell us, Crystal's in here this morning as she heads up the different pageants here in the Wayne County area. And y'all had a big pageant, was it last Saturday? Saturday week?
Sir.
And a lot of crowns were put on top of heads and a lot of new queens, right?
Yes, sir. A lot of fun was had by all. So we have several new queens this year in our Miss Pageant. We have 4 new winners.
Okay.
Our Miss Coastal Empire is Megan Johnson of Bloomingdale, Georgia. Our Miss Heart of the South is Gabrielle D'Alessandro. Say that 5 times fast.
Okay, about 5 times
of
fast.
Savannah.
Okay.
Our Miss Coastal Empire's outstanding teen is Jordan Simmons of Claxton. And then we have in studio today our Miss Wayne County's outstanding teen, Emily Teston of Jessup.
All right, Emily, good morning. Oh, let me get your mic on. Say good morning again.
Good morning.
All right, Miss America's Teen. So you're Miss Teen Wayne County, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is that? The top group? Is that the in terms of age groups?
That's the younger of the two
That's the
groups.
younger of the two groups.
In the big pageant.
In the big pageant. And so, tell us a little bit about your experience there at the pageant.
It was awesome. I did it a few years back, and I was younger, so I wasn't as experienced as I was this time. And whenever they crowned my name, I was so shocked. I really wasn't expecting for me to win, but I'm so excited. I'm ready to go to Miss Georgia. I'm going to prepare for it and hope for the best.
All right, tell us, Emily, about your parents.
My parents are Cindy Teston and Ronnie Teston of Jessup. And my mom just had surgery, so she couldn't be here this morning, but I love her. Hey, Mom. And my father is Ronnie Teston, and he lives in Jessup, too, and he works at Rainier, and I love him, too. If he's listening, hey, Dad. And my grandparents, I know you didn't ask about them, but I love them, too, very much. They're so supportive. Is Pat Beaver, who owns Classy Kids in Jessup, and J.A. Beaver, who retired from Rainier. And I have a brother also. His name is Justin, and he works at Tractor Supply, and he's the greatest brother you could have.
Wow, that's good words from a sister right there. Is he older or younger?
He's older than me.
Older than you?
He's 22.
Okay, and what's your age to be the teen miss?
I am 17.
17. Is that
Yes,
like
sir.
the top age there of the teen?
Yes, sir. The ages for the outstanding teen division are 13 to 17. If
13
you're
to
17, you must be a junior in high school.
All right. And what age, what group, what class are you in at Wayne County?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior, okay.
So,
And so you participated before. What was your talent in the pageant?
I baton twirled
Oh,
both times.
okay.
She twirled 4 batons.
Yes, I did.
4 of them? Man, you've been taught good. Where did you learn?
From Miss Gina at Gina's Gyms.
Okay. And do you continue to do like these other girls from Wayne County, go to like Georgia, Georgia Southern, and continue your baton twirling?
I will. When I graduate, I want to twirl in college. But as of right now, I do competitive baton twirling at local competitions, and it's also taken me to Indiana for a national competition.
Okay. And so you, it's like a traveling baton competition, right? Like
Yes, sir.
Traveling baseball, soccer, and that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
All right. And what kind of questions did they ask you on stage there at the pageant this past Saturday?
I got asked about my platform, which is promoting heart health, getting to the heart of the matter. And they asked me, why is it important for people my age to learn about my platform? And I told them that no matter how young or old you are, it's important to learn about your heart, because you could have a heart attack even if you're my age, which is 17, or even if you're 13 for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important for people to learn how to prevent a heart attack and also what to do if they have one.
Okay, Miss Emily Teston in this morning. She's the new Teen Miss of Wayne County. And what's next on your agenda? I mean, Crystal, you'll have a lot of things lined up for her to go speak and do, and to get her prepared to be in front of all that crowd there in Columbus this coming June.
Yes, sir. We kind of give them a little break for a little bit, us and the other people who volunteer with the pageant, for a week or 2 or so, to get their bearings together and let it all soak in. And then after that, we kind of hit the ground running to get the girls ready with mock interviews to help prepare them for that part of the competition. We send the girls different places for them to, pick out their wardrobe. And then they also spend time with their individual coaches and instructors and different people working on their talent and just getting it all together.
Right. Do they ever speak at community events here in town during now and June?
They do. They do, especially if we have a young lady from Wayne County. A lot of times, different civic groups like
Rotary or Exchange or Lions or
different
any of
things
those.
like that. They often ask our girls to go.
Okay.
And be a part of that.
Now, why did you choose the Heart Healthy platform?
It relates to my grandfather. He had a heart attack at the age 49. That was his first one. And he had a second one back when I was just a young girl. I was about probably 7 or 8. And I remember going to the hospital scared half to death, but at the same time, he had a heart attack and a stroke. So it was amazing to me how he lived through that. And I wanted to help other families who deal with the same problem we did in order to help with their diets, their exercise, and information to help them learn about it. So.
Okay. So what you're saying is a lot of these strokes and heart attacks can be help prevented if people do moderate exercise and eat correctly. That'll help cut down on it. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So do you eat healthy and exercise? We know you exercise with baton twirling. That's got to be a workout.
Yes, sir. Actually, before the pageant, I went through Sandy Silva's training camp, and I learned how to eat natural whole foods, which really helped me. And my family has tried to help with it. They've helped a lot. But they've also tried to eat healthier, but I think that it'll help tremendously if you do eat healthy and exercise.
That is true. When I was growing up and I was in your age at Wayne County High School, there was usually something frying at home when I got home for supper. So there was something in grease cooking, and of course that's expected here in the South. I mean, we like our fried food, but over a period of time, a lot of people are eating healthier. They're baking the meat now instead of frying it and things of that sort. And what kind of changes did you have to make in your diet when Sandy Silva helped you?
She told me that I couldn't eat anything that was seasoned. It had to be seasoned at home with salt-free spices. It couldn't have much oils in it. So everything that I ate had to be home-cooked.
Okay.
And that's including the vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
And so I usually ate grilled foods, mostly in vegetables, because that's how I grew up.
Right.
But also I had to eat low-fat stuff, and like my peanut butter had to be natural.
Okay.
Couldn't have anything in it but peanuts. But it was actually pretty good, and I've really liked the foods that she told me to eat.
Mm-hmm.
But I can also have bread, which is really strange for a diet. It just has to be organic bread.
Organic bread.
Yes, sir.
Okay, whole grain. Is that right?
Yes,
Not
sir.
whole wheat, whole grain. All meat, all bread's got wheat in it, so, it's got to be whole grain, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And that's pretty good that a 17-year-old, which usually at 17, y'all think y'all are invincible, and, and so it's good that you're eating correctly like that. It's something that we all are, faced with. We may go a week or two eating real good, and then, those desserts and fried foods and all that kind of stuff kind of beckon us back. They're calling us, so I'm glad that you're eating correctly then.
Thank you.
And so how long have you been twirling that batons there, Emily?
Since I was 2.5.
2.5? The baton had to be bigger than you. And so Gina Gems has helped you. Now, how do you concentrate? How do you get that coordination to twirl 4 at a time?
Well, she starts you out with 1, and then you learn how to do 2, and then 3 gets really hard because you're learning how to juggle.
Mm-hmm.
And with 4, you actually don't juggle. You throw 1 really high,
Mm-hmm.
and then you do a trick with 3 underneath it.
Okay.
So
You ever do any, I guess are you out there with the Wayne County band at halftime?
I am. I'm actually the featured twirler at Wayne County High School.
Okay. Do you ever do any with like fire on the end of it or anything other than just the baton itself?
I have. We did a fire performance at our halftime show, and me and the other featured twirler, Ellie Townsend, did fire with 2 batons.
It's great to see. We are very well represented here in Wayne County when it comes to baton twirlers at Georgia Southern and University of Georgia. I'm sure there's other ones at other colleges throughout the state, but, you'll have, maybe 3 or more baton twirlers on the field at the same time from Wayne County. And that's really got to be good, and y'all got to be proud of that, Crystal.
Yes, we are very proud.
Very, very proud of that. So, Miss Emily Teston here just crowned the new Miss America's Teen for Wayne County, and you will be heading to Columbus in June. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So, Miss America's Teen Miss of Wayne County, recently crowned. And what was the most difficult thing about the pageant for you? Getting ready for the pageant itself. What made you the most nervous?
This is going to sound crazy, but my talent was the thing I was most worried about, because the night before at rehearsal, I was dropping everything, and I was slower than I was supposed to be. I was on count with the music.
Okay.
So the next day I went and I practiced that routine at least 20 times before I went up there, because I was so scared. And I went out there and I had the best performance I've ever had, and I had no drop. Yes.
Okay, no drops and everything was good. Is it different on that stage when you've got the lights coming down from the front, and what does it look like above? Are you able to see the batons pretty easy up there on the stage?
They adjusted the lights for me so I could see, but it is different twirling on a stage rather than in a gym or on the field. And there's a height difference also, so you have to worry about hitting the lights above you.
Okay. Now, you are a junior. Have you picked out colleges yet that you would like to go to, that you're applying to, that you would love to go and study and twirl at?
If I was to twirl, which I more than likely am, I want to go to the University of Georgia.
Go Dogs. Okay.
Or I think Georgia Tech has a twirler.
Yeah, they do.
I think about going to Georgia Tech.
All right.
And if I don't go to twirling where I can twirl, I want to go to Emory University.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hopefully you'll continue with the twirling and keep the tradition of Wayne County girls out there. And have you picked your area of studies yet?
I want to be a neonatologist, and that's where you help premature babies.
Oh, okay. Well, I can see why you'd want to go to Mercer, but you can get all that basic stuff out of the way there at Georgia. And do they teach that at Georgia Tech?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I haven't.
All right. You think of you think of the engineering side of it, but I don't know what all the classes they may have there. But we you do at Mercer, University of Georgia. You can get those basic courses done to move on to Medical College of Georgia or somewhere like that. So you want to be a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You must be making straight A's. All right, so how did the event go with all the pageants, Crystal?
Everything went well. We had a really good turnout as far as community support. Thank you again to all of our sponsors that helped contribute to the pageant. But we had a full day of pageant fun.
Okay.
Earlier in that day with a little competition and moving up to that evening with the big girls. It was great.
And once again, can you tell us the winners of each division, starting with the youngest on up?
Okay, so for that evening, the outstanding teen winners were Emily for Wayne County, and then the Coastal Empire outstanding teen was Jordan Simmons of Claxton.
Claxton, okay.
Miss Coastal Empire was Megan Johnson, or is Megan Johnson, who was actually supposed to be with us this morning as well, but she's got sick. There's a lot of flu going around. She's from Bloomingdale.
There's a lot of flu going around.
Yeah, the flu. She's got the flu. So, of Bloomingdale, and then Gabrielle D'Alessandro. That's a hard name to say.
Okay, and
she is from Savannah.
And she won what?
She won Miss Heart of the South.
Heart of the South. Now, what about the younger groups?
And then the younger groups.
Trying to remember there?
Yes, I'm trying to make sure I have their titles correct in my head.
A lot to remember there.
Yes, there is a lot to remember. So our baby Miss Wayne County is Kennedy Spencer. Then we have our wee Miss Corley Manning.
Okay.
And then we have our
you forget Bob.
young miss. No, it's okay. I'm right here. The young miss.
All right.
Our young miss is Gracie Townsend.
Okay.
And then the preteen miss is Aubrey Manning.
Good job. Good job there. That's a lot of girls' names. But Emily Testing, going to the Miss Georgia pageant in June. They're in Columbus. You've got a lady right here next to you who's been there, can tell you all about it. You've got other ones in Wayne County that can tell you all about it and get you prepared for that. You will have a fantastic time in Columbus this June and meet a lot of girls from around the state and make some new friendships. How did you like meeting the other girls that came in with their MCs? We had, what was it, Miss Georgia that came in, right? And did you talk to them any?
I did. I talked to Miss Georgia and also Miss Coastal Empire's outstanding teen from last year. And she told me to text her anytime I needed her. And they were all really sweet. And Miss Georgia, she is a dancer, and she was really good at her talent. And so we talked a little about our dance backgrounds. And also the girls I competed with were actually really nice, too.
Okay. Sounds good. And we wish you the best.
Thank you.
And we'd love to have you back on here, Crystal, right before she leaves to go to Columbus and the other girls that you can line up. Yeah, we could have them. It'll be summertime then, yeah.
Yeah, to come in here and speak.
All right, Emily. I know that you're just anxious to get to school and do some learning, right?
Yes, sir.
I hope you take the crown off before you walk in. That's a beautiful crown up there.
Thank you.
That must be difficult to keep on top of the head. What do you just kind of put all kinds of bobby pins in there or something? Or how do you do that, Crystal?
Well, there's a lot of different tricks.
Oh, there's a trick to the trade?
Elastic, pantyhose, different things like that.
All right.
Flip it down.
All right, have a great day. All right,
Thank
y'all for coming in. All right, Big Dog Extra Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, 8:34. We are on a Friday morning, the 12th day of June. Remember, our Butch and Bob show is not only videoed, it's also podcast. If y'all want to see it again, like girls,